Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Erin and I do mostly budgeting videos like the one you're about to see here. Thanks so much for stopping by. I really didn't think, I thought today was going to be the first day I didn't upload. I really did not think I was going to get this video done. Today's our anniversary. We had a bit of a snafu. My husband wasn't feeling good, came home from work, and it turns out he has COVID. So I immediately went into freak out mode because we are vaccinated, we're both boosted. His symptoms are he's achy, he's tired, he has a stuffed up nose. But we've been in the car together, we've been, in the same room together, we've just been in close contact, and I get so paranoid because in 2019 I was hospitalized with a common cold virus, and so I have a different take on COVID than the average person when it comes to being super paranoid. I pray for his speedy recovery, but I'm also scared myself. I took a test too, and it was negative. He took two tests, two different brands, and his was positive on both. So here we are. Speaking of, let's just get into what we're doing today first, and then we'll get back to our chit chat. This is my $2,382 savings challenge for the entire year, and as you can see, I'm keeping track of this in my bullet journal, and this goes from January all the way down to December. And the principle of this is, save the matching amount to the month. So January is the first month of the year, so you would save $1 a day. February is the second month, so you would save $2 a day, so on and so forth. But somebody had the really good idea, it would be also good and beneficial maybe to flip this and save the most amount in January, so you end up with only saving $1 a day in December. And that makes sense because in the holiday season, a lot of people are needing their money for gifts and holidays and giving and all that kinds of stuff. So it did make sense because in December you would end up saving a total of $372. In January, only $31. But you could have an argument both ways. You could say, well, we're just still paying off Christmas in the early parts of the year, so, this is a little bit more doable. It just depends. Or you could just do a random draw and close your eyes and point to any one of these and decide this is I'm going to do August this time, and that means I need $248 this month. You could do it any number of ways, but so what I decided to do is I decided to totally flip it and do $12 a day in January. Just because January was our best month for income in life, and we'll never repeat that again because of so many different factors, but I thought this was the perfect time to flip it if we were ever going to. So here is my envelope. I stuffed my cash envelopes yesterday, and these are for my variable expenses for the week. And so I will show you, and I'm going to make, or I'm going to have a special place to put this money because it's a savings challenge, and I don't really want it hanging out with my variable expense money or my regular sinking funds. I might be able to put it in with my sinking funds, but sometimes I pull from those. I have the best intentions, don't get me wrong. I always have the best intentions when it comes to savings, but sometimes I do use it, and that's just real life. So I should have $372. So I have 100, 200, 300, 350, 370, 371, and 372. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to color in those blocks and just get back into my, I don't know, am I complaining? Am I belly aching? I don't know. I'm being paranoid. I know. Where I work, it's an interesting process. Well, it might be the same everywhere now. I don't know. Some of the isolation and quarantine rules are the same across the board. I don't know. Maybe they're not. But where I work, if you've had close contact, which means more than 15 minutes with an infected person, you're supposed to, if you have no symptoms, you can come to work with a mask if you're fully vaccinated and you have no symptoms. If you have symptoms, then they want you to isolate and stay off work for 5 days. Right now, I don't feel like I have any symptoms. Knock on all kinds of wood surfaces, cotton, linen. I'll knock on anything right now. But I just don't know that I agree with that because, you know, it can take, they say for Omicron, it takes less time to get infected. You know, where you used to be able to, the incubation period for regular COVID was up to 14 days from exposure. They say with Omicron, it can be as quick as 7 days, 5 days, whatever the case may be. It's probably even quicker than that, but I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about people going to work who have been exposed and 5 days hasn't passed yet. You know, I get the whole 5-day thing, but I'm not being unrealistic. But I don't know. I wouldn't want to be in close proximity with anybody, mask or not, if they could be coming down with something. That's the thing. It's not just COVID. I don't want any kind of germs. Who does? But I don't know. That's what I'm looking at. So tomorrow, from our meal plan, I don't know. I feel like the rest of my videos are going to be a disaster. I'm distracted. I'm upset. And I know some of you are probably watching and probably rolling your eyes like, oh my gosh, get over yourself. And I know I should. But like I said, I'm extra paranoid because I have asthma and because I've had really bad bouts of bronchitis and pneumonia before. And that's just my biggest fear. Aches and pains, you know, little things like that, being tired, you know, whatever. I can handle that. I can. But I just don't want the respiratory issues. And again, who does? But I don't know. I got to drink extra water. I want to take some Mucinex. Sometimes I take that anyway for, you know, because I feel kind of, I don't know. Sometimes I feel congested in general. And I think it's just my asthma. But there we go. So first month, $372. At the end of the year, I should have $2,382. What I'm going to do with it, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I don't have a designation for it at this time, but I think that's something that I need to give some thought to, or if I'm just going to migrate it to, I don't know, another sinking fund and, you know, see how it goes. I'm not sure. If you have any ideas, I mean, I'm open to suggestions. I really do want to be more mindful about savings and all that, but I'm also a spender, you know, and I'm not saying that I'm getting myself into trouble, but I always preface whatever I'm doing, whatever my video is, with just being honest with you guys. You know, I do like to shop. I like to buy things. I like to have things. And I'm sure I could be way further ahead in life if I wasn't like that. But I kind of am just like that. Speaking of, did I tell you guys about our renovation? If I didn't, if you missed it, let me just tell you our first estimate for our kitchen renovation, which includes absolutely nothing custom and no tearing down of walls, nothing like that, over $42,000. It doesn't include granite countertops or anything above that. It includes Formica. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Formica, but at the same time, it's just not an elevated finish that you would expect to pay so much for. That's definitely not what's driving up the cost, but I'm shocked. This is not for custom cabinets. It's the exact same footprint as the kitchen we have now. And we also looked at pools. It's a dream I've had. It is a dream I've had in life to end up with a swimming pool. And we looked at semi-in-ground, above ground, you know, they're like semi-in-ground. And the guy was such a jerk at the place we went to. So unhelpful, obnoxious, like looking at me like I'm an idiot. And I told him flat out, like, this is our first go round with getting any type of information. So, you know, please, like, be specific. And, you know, we have questions and stuff like that. Plus, it's a big expense. And he just could not have been less helpful. So we left there. This is a couple days ago. And I was just very aggravated. But it was less expensive than I thought it was going to be. But you have to pay for the digging, you have to pay for the water and all these extras and everything. But it's been a dream of mine since I've been a little kid to have a swimming pool. And I'm not talking any kind of Olympic size or anything huge and special and custom, like with a beautiful concrete stamped surround or anything like that. I mean, I just want some water. It gets so hot here in the summer. You know, so I don't know. It would just be a dream. And I don't know, it's just something that we have in our head, but I don't know, maybe I'm just dreaming. But anyways, still waiting on some other estimates for the kitchen. I hope they're not as extreme as the first one. I'm just really hoping that we can do something this year, which we're putting a lot of money aside. I have some renovation money. It doesn't go in this envelope any longer. It's in my new sinking fund binder. This is my variable expense one, but I'm hoping we can do something. But you guys, I hope you're having a good weekend. Stay healthy, you know, enjoy yourselves, enjoy your time if you're off or, you know, whatever it is you're doing. And if you haven't already subscribed, I would love if you stuck around and did so. I will be back tomorrow with doing some meal planning, but again, it may be later in the day, just depends on how things go. And please pray for us if you're so inclined. We would appreciate it. So take care, everyone, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video.